They never took the time to even watch some YouTube videos on how to deal with your own trauma, the stuff that happened to you in 1978. You still holding on to that, so you're dumping it on your kids in 2024. And I think that that's terrible. I think that we can do better than that. And I think that this is extremely important when it comes to the well-being and the mental health of the people that we care about. Show up for the people that you love, and that's a choice. Again, I'm not trying to be arrogant about it or tell anybody what to do or not empathize in anybody else's challenge, but I can just tell you that I do believe that we have a choice as to whether or not we're going to hold it together for our kids or not. And the reason I know that we all can make this choice is because there's no situation where black people are more well behaved and more disciplined than when it comes to impressing your white ass boss at your damn job. Give me a yes if you know what I'm talking about. We are, when it comes to that man on that job, we will show up on time, finish the job, always be on point, never ever get out of line, all would never speak out of turn, no, say all the right things and behave in all the right ways. And we will do that for them. We do that for them every day. But I can't, but if I can, how the hell am I gonna do that for my boss? But I can't do that for my wife. I'm gonna show my wife the same respect and I'm gonna show my boss. And I show as hell I'm going to show my children and my family more respect than I'm going to show my boss. If I can hold it together to protect his institution, then I'm going to hold it together to protect my institution. Because my institution is more important to me than his institution. My family has to come before whatever the hell he's got going on at that job. This is a basic, simple pivot. It's a simple pivot and it is a simple act of consciousness that I hope that you will consider as you go about deciding what your day-to-day priorities are. And it is me absolutely 100% begging any grandparent, anybody in this room to take a moment and reflect and meditate on the solemn and powerful and sacred responsibility and opportunity you have to be the head of a family, to have little children that are looking up to you. Your level, the level of greatness that you choose to pursue is going to have a direct impact on their possibilities in life. If you choose to be mediocre or sub-mediocre, then you are dooming them to failure, suffering, and slavery. But if you choose to make a choice, if you make an investment, if you choose to grow, if you choose to evolve, if you choose to level up, then guess what? Everybody levels up because you're the head of the bus. You're driving the bus. If the bus driver drives faster, the whole bus is moving quicker. Do you understand? But if the bus driver crashes the bus, everybody dies. So look at that opportunity. This is a blessing, man. This is so much of a blessing. And I think about this every single day. When I'm talking to them kids and that woman, I'm like, you know what? Damn, I'm the king up in here. I'm the man. I am the boss. And she's the boss. And we're all the boss in our own way. But guess what? I'm gonna show you what it's like to be. I told my daughter yesterday, I said, you know I'm a king, right? She said, yeah. I said, and you're the daughter of the king, right? She said, yeah. I said, so what does that make you? She said, the princess. I said, exactly. Don't you ever forget that. You are a princess. That is so you need to hold that head up high. Forgive yourself for the mistakes you make. Be proud of who you are. Be proud of who you're becoming. That's the thing. I want growth. This is the goal, right? This is the goal of financial consciousness. When we talk about consciousness, really consciousness is leveling up. It's rising to another dimension. Consciousness is growth. And in order for you to grow, you must become conscious. You have to be able to literally rise outside of your body and look at yourself, be conscious enough to go to another dimension where you can see yourself outside of yourself. You have to be able to critically analyze and look at yourself as if you're looking at another person and say, "No, I'm not him. I'm going to be me. I'm not the guy who's in that body. I'm the guy who's analyzing that body." Do you follow me? And then sometimes you gotta go and you have to do an autopsy. My sister does autopsies. I talked to my sister this morning, so maybe I'm thinking about that. She makes jokes about it. Like she says, I see dead people, but she literally goes, she cuts open dead bodies and analyzes why they died and stuff like that. Well, sometimes if you make a mistake, you got to go look at the dead body. You got to go look at the autopsy. In fact, when you go today and you decide to go and kill the old version of you and put him in a casket or put her in a casket, I want you to do the autopsy and see what that person died of, what was going on, what were the ailments that were harming that person and keeping them from reaching their potential so that you'll know how to build a better version of yourself. So go do the autopsy and be happy about that. Rise to the next level so that you can have that consciousness to not live in the cage, but to be outside of the cage and see how the cage is structured so you can stay out of the cage. I hope that that makes sense. I hope this makes sense. Because all of us are in the cage. All of us, every one of us, you and me, all of us, we're all trapped. Every one of us is trapped. I'm trapped every day. You know what traps me? I'm trapped by Boyce. I'm trapped by who Boyce is because Boyce has a version of himself that he wants to be. I want to be a better man. Every day I wake up and I'm like, God, I want to be a better man. I got to be a better man. And the problem that I have is that Boyce keeps getting in the way. Like again, like Boyce wants to lose weight, but Boyce was the fat son of a bitch who was just eating that damn big old donut, and he knows better than that, right? So Boyce gets in the way. So at some point, I'm gonna have to go murder Boyce. At some point, we're gonna have a funeral. I'm gonna come here and be like, I'm sorry, I'm guilty. I'm not like OJ. He didn't do it, but I did it, and there's evidence. And I chopped his head off and put his body in a ditch, and now I'm showing up as Boyce 2.0. And so when you come back, here's the thing, and I want you to understand this whoever you are, all of you that are in here, Silver Rain and everyone else, Terrence and Nicole, I don't want to ever see you again. I don't. I don't. Next month, I don't want to see. I don't want to see you anymore. I want you to come back as a better person. I want you to come back as the 2.0 version of yourself. I want you to understand that life, success, wealth, all this, it's a constant growth process.